In a little town called Maplewood, the air was thick with the scent of autumn leaves and caramel apples. The community was bustling with excitement as Halloween approached. Families decorated their houses with spooky cobwebs, eerie skeletons, and carved pumpkins that grinned with flickering candles inside. Lucy and Tom, a loving couple, lived in a cozy house at the edge of Maplewood with their 2 children, Mia and Tim. The family loved Halloween and had been preparing for weeks. This year they decided to grow their pumpkins in the yard, making the festivities all the more personal. As the days ticked by, something unusual caught their eye. The pumpkins in their little patch were growing exceptionally fast. Not just that, but the vines seemed to stretch and reach out as if they had a life of their own. Little did they know, their yard was not just any ordinary yard. Beneath the soil lay an ancient secret, known only to a few in the history of Maplewood. The land was enchanted, making anything that grew there possess both mystical and unpredictable qualities. But for now, the family shrugged off the strange growth, attributing it to the fertile soil and a bit of good luck. They had no idea what adventures awaited them as Halloween drew nearer. As October 31st neared, Maplewood became more animated. Children dressed up for school parades, and the aroma of freshly baked treats wafted through the air. Everyone seemed to be in high spirits, and Lucy and Tom couldn't wait to celebrate with their little ones. Mia and Tim were equally thrilled. Mia had decided to go as a pirate queen, and Tim couldn't resist being a fire-breathing dragon. The costumes were almost ready, and the whole family was abuzz with anticipation. However, the atmosphere at their home became tense when they noticed the pumpkins in the yard starting to wither. Oddly, the vines that surrounded them appeared more robust than ever. The vines began to crawl up the walls of their house and seemed to tighten around the pumpkins as if choking them. Unsettled but undeterred, Tom decided to cut back the vines. Armed with garden shears, he approached the patch, only to find that the vines seemed to resist being cut. It was as if they were made of steel. "We need to figure this out before Halloween," Lucy said, worry etched on her face. "These pumpkins are special. They're a part of our family's celebration. We can't let them be ruined." The problem with the pumpkins escalated rapidly. Not only did the vines appear stronger, but now they started to exhibit an eerie glow during the night. The family was desperate to get to the bottom of this. "I think it's time we consult Grandma Pat," Lucy suggested, referring to her late grandmother who was well versed in the lore and mysteries of Maplewood. Digging up an old box of Grandma Pat's journals, the family sat down to read. To their astonishment, they discovered entries describing cursed vines that attacked pumpkins. According to Grandma Pat, the curse could only be broken by planting a blessed pumpkin seed under the full moon. Desperate times called for desperate measures. Lucy and Tom sent Mia and Tim to bed early that night, and then, under the light of the full moon, they planted the blessed seed in their pumpkin patch. As they buried the seed, the Venus trembled and writhed as if in agony. After what felt like an eternity, a tiny pumpkin sprouted instantly, glowing with an ethereal light. As it grew, the vines around it shriveled and retreated, freeing the other pumpkins. The family woke up the next day to find their pumpkin patch restored, and the new glowing pumpkin sitting proudly in the center. It was a magical moment, filling them all with relief and wonder. After the miraculous growth of the blessed pumpkin, the entire neighborhood caught wind of what had happened. Before long, Lucy and Tom's home became a local attraction. Even skeptics who had laughed at the legend now took interest. The highlight of the season was the Maplewood Harvest Festival. The family decided to showcase their extraordinary pumpkin as the centerpiece for the event. It was a unanimous decision, and everyone lent a helping hand to prepare. The festival was an enormous success. Games, food, and laughter filled the air. The glowing pumpkin was a sight to behold, catching the eyes and hearts of all who attended. Children and adults alike couldn't help but touch it, feeling an indescribable warmth emanating from its surface. As the festival drew to a close, Lucy took the stage to thank everyone for coming. She told the story of Grandma Pat, the cursed vines, and how the blessed pumpkin seed saved the day. It was a tale that would be passed down for generations in Maplewood, and just when everyone thought the day couldn't get any better, the glowing pumpkin started to radiate an even brighter light. It seemed as if the pumpkin itself was happy to be among a community, that believed in the power of unity and tradition. In the days following the harvest festival, the story of the cursed vines and the blessed pumpkins spread like wildfire. It wasn't just a local tale anymore. Even nearby towns started to hear about the Maplewood miracle. As the leaves turned golden and began to fall, Lucy and Tom, hand in hand, stood before their pumpkin. With careful hands, they cut it open, revealing seeds that glittered like tiny diamonds. These were no ordinary seeds. They were seeds imbued with blessings and lessons learned. The couple decided to make it a new tradition. Every year henceforth, the seeds would be distributed among the families of Maplewood, a symbol of unity, courage, and love. The town had been through ups and downs, but this story would remain its heart, a testament to the transformative power of community and belief. And so, each year when the leaves began to change, the people of Maplewood would gather to share in the joy and lessons of the season. New pumpkins would grow and new stories would be written, but the tale of the cursed vines and blessed pumpkins would never be forgotten.